Well, everyone, the Moto G is one of those phones that's been out for quite a bit of time, but this particular model came out in 2025. So you might be wondering how to use your Motorola Moto G phone. Now, on the exterior, you're getting a really nice display. For the price tag of this phone, it's really good. It's 120 hertz and it looks very nice. You have your front camera and your earpiece right here. You have your nav bar. On the left side, you don't really have much going on. On the bottom, you basically do have your headphone jack and your USB Type-C port and your speaker grill, which is actually very impressive to have a headphone jack in a phone like this. On the right side, you have your power button as well as your volume up and down button. And then on the back side, you have your camera setup. So you have a camera setup right over there, which looks pretty nice. A Motorola logo right here. And you also have this kind of plastic feeling back. Now, with a phone like this, it does look pretty nice and it is very, very cool. Now, I would still recommend putting a case on your phone. That's always something important to kind of have. Now, when you first kind of unlock your phone, you're going to get into your home screen. Now, when you first come here, you can, kind of use this phone whichever way you want to, but on your lock screen, you'll basically be able to have your date and your time right up here. Your status bar up here, which will tell you your signal. In the top right, you'll have your Wi-Fi battery icon. And you have some other icons at the bottom right here. Now, if you hold down on your lock screen, so if you hold it down right here, you'll see this little button that says Customize Lock Screen. If you tap on Customize Lock Screen, it will go ahead and bring you up into this page. So now what you can do is you can kind of tap onto different toggles and different things to kind of change things around. So if you want to, you can tap on the time and you can change the way your time is displayed on your Moto G. You can kind of just scroll around. Now, at the very bottom, you have these two different icons. You can tap on an icon here if you want to kind of have a quick toggle. So if you want, you can tap on the camera or do not disturb, and you can then go and kind of bring open these little toggles right over here on both sides. So that is something that's actually kind of cool. So customize it. I'd recommend you to have fun with it because it's a really cool type of thing you have here. When you're ready, you can basically just tap on the back button, and then you can basically, you can get out of it if you want to, and then you'll basically either come into your home screen. If you want to basically go from your home screen here, you can also just swipe up and it will take you right into your home screen. So the thing we were in before was the lock screen. Now we're in our home screen. Now within here, it's a similar kind of layout. You have your status bar right up at the very top. So you have your time, you have your icons right up here. You have widgets, so you have your date and your time again right over here. You have this Google search bar, which will just show you more information, more different things you have kind of going around. You have your applications. You can scroll through different pages and you'll have a lot of different applications all throughout. Notice how the dock almost always stays the same though. If you want to see all the applications inside of your phone, you can swipe up from the bottom and then you'll be able to see your app library. So this will be all the applications you have built in right inside of your phone right here. You'll have a bunch of different games and different things like that. Now, if you swipe down, you'll basically come back into your home screen here. If you swipe down from the top, you'll basically be able to see your notifications. So all we did here was just swipe down from the top like this, and then you'll be able to see all the different notifications you have. You could then go through, you can swipe out of these notifications if you want to. You can then kind of maneuver around whichever way you want. And if you have no notifications, it'll look like this. At the very top, you'll have your quick toggles. So right up at the very top, you can see right here, you can swipe down one more time from the top, just like this, and you'll be able to see all the toggles you have inside of your device. You can modify your brightness pretty quickly. You can turn on and off Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. You can kind of edit up a lot of these other panels. You can also kind of go through and kind of swipe around here as well and see all these other types of things that are going on here. So you have a lot of different toggles that are available. That's another really awesome thing here. Now, if you look at the very bottom, you'll see you have your settings icon right over here as well as this power button. So you can tap onto that power button and you can also kind of power off your phone, power on your phone. It's really dependent on what you're going to kind of want to do there. Now, on top of that, another really important piece of the puzzle, another really important thing too here is basically these nav bar buttons at the bottom. So let's say we open up an application. We open up an application like Messages. If you want to go back home, all you have to do is tap onto this O button right here and you can go back home. Same thing goes with Google Chrome, for example. You can tap open your Google Chrome application, click back home. Same thing with any of these other apps. So you can just keep clicking back home. Now, if you open up an application like this and you want to go back to the previous page, what you can also do is tap on this back button. So if you tap on this back button, it will take you to that previous page or that previous location you were just in. So you can just kind of keep doing that, and you will eventually, if you click it too many times, you'll come back home. Now, also, if you want to see all the recent applications or recent, things inside of your particular device, you can tap inside of the square button. So tapping here will basically show you all the different applications that are basically available. So these are all your recents. These are all the recent applications you basically open up. So you can then see your recent panel. You can also clear all the applications if you want to. Now, if you want to split screen multitask on your Moto G, this is also pretty basic. To do this, you just want to tap onto that recents panel we were just in, and you'll see at the very top, you'll see this type of application dropdown. If you tap onto that dropdown, you'll see a few different options, but you'll also see the option for split screen. If you tap onto that split screen option right over here, it will also allow you to find another application that you want to open up. And in this case, you can go and tap on the other application that you want to open up. So here I can have Google Play open up at the very top, and I can have, my Google Chrome open up at the very bottom. So now I can make this bigger or smaller, this little middle bar, to kind of change the dimension of that application. And now I can go and use this phone whichever way I want to, which is awesome. If I want to exit out, I can tap back on recents, swipe out of there, and then you can basically come back into your home screen. Now, if you ever wanted to screenshot on your Moto G, this is also a pretty basic process. So screenshotting, it doesn't really take too much time. What you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and find your power button inside of this phone, which you have right here, as well as the volume down button. So you have both the power button right there and the volume down button. All you're going to want to do is basically click on both the power button and the volume down button at the exact same time. So go through, click on both, so 3, 2, 1, and you'll see that it will automatically take a screenshot. So again, power button and volume down button. And what will happen here is it will go ahead and take a screenshot for you, and that's basically all you're going to have to do. At that point, your device, your phone will be set up, and you can go ahead and find your screenshots in your gallery panel or in your photos application. So you can go and find photos or gallery, and you should be able to find that screenshot here too. Another question that I saw quite a bit related to battery is, does the Moto G, the Motorola Moto G, the standard one, does this phone have wireless charging? Now, the short answer of this is no. This device unfortunately does not have any sort of wireless charging inside of it. You can try it many, many times, and there's just no way to wirelessly charge this device. I know it's kind of unfortunate. This is my wireless charger, and it's just not working. Now, I did test this out a little bit, and it is unfortunate. Hopefully, the next versions end up having it, but their budget devices just don't have that type of capability. So if you were in the market and you were wondering about it, unfortunately, you're not really going to be getting any type of capability from that side from this particular situation. So kind of keep that in mind. Now, the other thing too is basically when it comes down to its, kind of software updates, everything like that, I would always recommend going inside of your settings application of your Moto G and updating your phone as often as you can. There should be a little update panel inside of these settings. So find that update panel, system updates right here. And I recommend going through and just updating your device. If there is an update available, just go through, check for updates, try updating your device, and that should end up fixing the problems or any problems that you have for the most part. So that is how you use your Motorola Moto G. It's a very good phone. It's a very good budget phone, and that's exactly how you use it. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.